Hi there, it's Mrs. Ferris from Wood Library, and it's time for another Crafter School special. And today we're going to be making seed bombs. The weather is finally getting better. I think winter is on its way out, so it's time to start thinking about making your house pretty outside by planting some seeds. So that's what we're going to do. For this project, you're going to need some clay. Air dry clay is good. You're going to need some dirt. You're going to need some seeds. And I think the only other thing you're going to need is some water. And I'm going to let you provide that. So let me direct the camera down, get myself all set up, and I'll show you how to make seed bombs. If you picked up a take and make bag from the library, you will have most all of the materials you're going to need. So first we're going to take our air dry clay. I gave you enough to make 2 seed bombs, so I'm going to break it in 2, or you can cut it in 2 with a knife, doesn't matter. Guess it depends on how messy you want to get. And then, before we get moving around with the clay, what I'd like you to do is take your bag of seeds. Now I've separated out my sunflower seeds, which are the big ones, from the rest of the wildflower seeds. And I'm going to take those wildflower seeds and dump them right onto the lid from my soil container, just so I have them out of the bag so that when my hands get a little bit sticky with the clay, it won't be a problem getting them out of the bag. And you can see that there's all different kinds of seeds there. Some are little round ones, some look like feathers, some look like little curled up bugs. So anyway, we've got that. We've got our soil. I have some water. If you have a spritzer bottle, that's better, or a spray bottle, but I don't have one here today. And then our clay. So the first thing I'm going to do is knead the clay a little bit. And my instructions really didn't tell me how much clay, so that's why I'm taking a piece that's, about the size of a $50. And I'm just going to get it so it's pliable. And then I'm going to spread it out like a pancake. So it's about a ½ inch thick. And it isn't sticking to my fingers. Then the next thing you're going to want to do is to put your seeds on there. Once you've got this one consistent width, and as I said, they said about a ½ inch thick, or even less. So then I'm going to add some soil. Just kind of spread that around there. A little bit of water. You don't want it saturated, you just want some water in there. Okay. And then your seeds. So I'm going to take my container of seeds, and I don't even think I'm going to put them all in there. But I'm going to put them right in the center. And then I'm going to gently fold it up, kind of like a wrap or a tortilla. So fold one side in. And you might have noticed I'm using a placemat so that it doesn't get stuck on my table. But I'm going to fold it about halfway up, like that. And then I'm going to fold the other side down. And I want to keep the soil and the seeds inside. So I'm going to move this up, kind of wrap it around. In the other end too, make sure that the soil and the seeds are inside. And then I'm going to lift it off of my workspace, and I'm going to knead it again, so that I'm really getting that soil and the seeds all mixed into my clay. And you might notice that some of the dirt is coming out a little bit, and that's okay. But what I want to do is get it so that it almost looks like, well, I guess I would say Oreo cookie dough ice cream, so that you've got some black or brown from the soil, but keep your seeds inside. I'm just going to keep mixing it together. And you can see how it's getting kind of a marbled effect. And then I think I could break it apart because I think this is enough to make probably 2, if not 3 seed bombs. So I'm going to pull it apart, knead it a little bit more, and then roll it between my hands so it's a perfectly round ball, like that. Do that with the other one. There's my seed bomb. Shall I break it in 2? Let's do that. Okay, so that gave me 3 seed bombs. Now I've got some clay left over, so I'm going to make another one. And this time I'm just going to use the sunflower seeds. So first I'm going to knead it until it's soft. And that's kneading, if you aren't familiar with that term, is just squeezing it so that it gets more pliable or malleable. How's that for fancy words? And then once again, I'm going to spread it out. And because my hands had some dirt on it, there's already some speckles of dirt, but that's fine. It doesn't really hurt it at all. But I'm going to spread it out once again until it's about 1/2 inch thick. Add some dirt right in the center. And try to keep it as much to the center as possible because that will make it easier to keep the dirt inside when you do that tortilla fold or wrap fold. So there it is. And I don't think I'm going to want to use all of the sunflower seeds, but I'll put one up there and one down here and one here. And what else do I need to do? A little bit of water. Probably a spoon wouldn't have been a bad idea to use, but I'm just using my fingertips and sprinkling. Just so there's a little bit of water in there. That will help soften the seeds for them to germinate. I do have a paper towel here to wipe off my fingers and dry them off a little bit because I do find that it makes it easier to knead the clay. This is an old towel. So then I'm going to fold it in about halfway up, fold it down like that, tuck in the end, and then the other end. And then once again, pick it up. You can hear the water in this one. And keep on squeezing it until that dirt mixes with the white clay. That was why I chose the white clay, so that you could see a change in it. Sometimes if you use a color clay, you might not be able to see the dirt coming through, and we do want to see that. If the dirt starts to poke out, just wrap the clay around it. And then pull it apart and roll it. And if you're concerned that you might not have a sunflower seed in one of the parts, you can always push one in. This one I'm finding that the clay wants to come apart a little bit more than it did with the first one. So I just keep stretching it and poking it in like that. And if I'm not sure with this one, I'm going to take one more seed and just stick it down in there before I do the rolling. And there's my seed bomb. I'm going to do this one a little bit more so the edges are smooth. All right. It does get messy. Did I tell you that? But the clay washes off easily with soap and water. So just make sure that you have either a wet towel nearby or you can go and wash off in the bathroom or at the kitchen sink, but don't touch anything on your way there. So there are our seed bombs, all ready to be planted. Although I'll caution you, for where we live, we really don't want to do a lot of planting until maybe about the end of May or early June. And when you are ready to plant them, you can just drop them in your garden, give them a little space. Or you can even go out into the woods and toss them because they are seed bombs, and you can go back at another time and see what's come up. Thanks for joining me for this Crafter School special. We have one more Crafter School special coming up in May, and I hope you'll join us then. Bye-bye.